Hello Aquarius and welcome to your August 2018 reading. My name is Camille and you are watching Millennial Tarot. I just wanted to say that I have a summer special going on for my $5 readings. They're back. So I started off this channel doing my $5 readings, and then as I gained more experience, I upped the price, but now I'm downing the price for a special summertime special, and just to get more of you guys in the door so I can talk to more of you guys and help you guys figure out your life. But without further ado, let's get into your reading. We're going to see what's coming up for you this August 2018. 3-card spread. I'm going to be using the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. Same old, same old. You'll notice I'm in a new location. That's fine. And I have my nice amethyst here to amplify the clarity of the readings for you. So I'm going to go within very briefly and see what is coming up for you. Whoa. All right, once more. Clear messages coming through. Okay, so what we pulled for you coming into this reading in the recent past with the Major Arcana Scorpio card. Oop, glare. Glare. This is the Death card. And then we move into a present position, so August energies of the 10 of Wands, lovely. And then we have here, ending off the month with the 5 of Swords. So there has been a hard-fought battle, and I kind of want to say it's like a tennis match, because within a tennis match there are sets, but then you have to win the overall match. So I feel like you've won a lot of sets, but August will see you winning the overall match. So I don't know what that looks like for you, but it's kind of like you're 2/3 of the way there and are ready set to win. But this is something that has to do, general reading, you know, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. So I wanted to make sure that it's as open as possible for any situation. But it's really like, I'm sensing it could be in a relationship. I don't want to dwindle it down to those specific things. Of course, it could be that for you. But what I'm getting at is that there's a major overhaul happening for you this month, set off by that huge lunar eclipse that was happening in your sign on July the 26th, 7th-ish, 4 degrees of Aquarius. That is why I really feel that this Death card is coming up, because it initiated some type of change. So you're going through emotionally, specifically, this is a very emotional, introspective time and reading, but you were going through something emotionally where you had to shed some skin, and that's all summer is about. That's all July was about, with all the retrogrades and with these in the season of 3 eclipses, is all about shifting something major, highly fated, highly karmic. So coming into this reading with the Death cards shows to me that Aquarians have done a lot of work in their inner emotional landscape, and that has kind of bled out into the efforts you're making in the real world. So how that looks, for example, is I'm doing a lot of inner work, spiritual, just for general, not saying me, and that's helping me shift a job. Or I'm doing a lot of work, I'm shedding something, I'm leaving something behind, and that's helping me get out of a relationship or attract a much better relationship. Or a lot of times it's I'm shedding some things, I'm investing in some things, I'm leaving this job, I'm applying to this because I want to get more money. So the Death card is really coming up to say that the end of July, or summer in general, leading into August, has been a time of transformation. Now the Death card is a card of death, obviously, but rebirth in its place. It's a very Plutonian type of card, and then we think about how Scorpio, modern ruler, is Pluto. So this is talking about something that was maybe even devastated for you, wiped out, cut out from the knees, and then what initiated from that was a change. And it's good. Whatever you had to let go of, whatever you had to shed, whatever you had to reinterpret in your mind, whatever you had to kind of weather, I get to, for a lot of you, it was heavy, it was weighted, it was a breakup, it was a loss of hope, of just feeling numb, a loss of sensation in general, and then something was kind of sparked, usually by that eclipse, or maybe by that eclipse, where you feel like there is light at the end of the tunnel now. And then in the reading, you know, the Death card is marching into this Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands is a card of success, but it's the card of the burden of success. And how I like to interpret this for people is both the burden of having to get to the success, having to cross all your T's and dot your I's, having to go through inner emotional turmoil, having to let go of a person, having to let go of a thing, having to let go of a mindset, just being depressed in general. Maybe you didn't have to let go of anything. Maybe things just aren't happening quickly or fastly enough for you to feel like life is interesting or life is moving in the direction that you are. That is all the Death card. That's the burden. And then August sees the success. Or the flip side is you get the success in August. You get the job, you get the boyfriend, the girlfriend, whatever it is. You get the promotion, you get the new lump sum of money, and then there is the responsibility and the acknowledgement that you then are held authority over this thing, that you have the burden of taking this big successful thing and doing something positive with it. So it's a hugely successful month. It's a hugely successful time for you. The Death card really indicating that you have to grow through some pain, grow through some really hard lessons. The Death card doesn't really come up in a casual sense, so it's not like, It's a big thing that you went through. And it might have been happening ever since, the beginning of this year, things mismanaged, relationships mismanaged, bad communications, and then that all you just kind of siphoning it inwards to kind of have a poor self-outlook, just a poor outlook on life in general. But you're coming into August having cleared that, having done some rerouting, having done some cleaning up of your internal and emotional life, and then what August is here to grant you is that success. And also, 10 is a fated card. It's a card of ended karma. And when we spoke about what was happening in July, last month's reading, I kept repeating for every sign it was a highly fated, highly karmic month due to what was going on in the sky. So August kind of sees you closing that chapter, or at least taking a different direction, turning that new leaf into something that's going to provide prosperity for you. That is the Ten of Wands coming up. But it's going to be something that either you had to really, really, really work hard for, or something that needs to be sustained through hard work. So we don't get to change our mind, we don't get to be happy, we don't get to lose weight, we don't get to get the boyfriend, we don't get to get the money without working hard to keep it and making sure it stays in a perpetual cycle of abundance, in a perpetual cycle of, you have it. It all requires work. So your theme for the month is you did grow through some hurts and through some letting go, some shedding of the skin, perhaps. It's always very uncomfortable, but you got a success for that, but you do have to work hard to keep it. And you've been working hard. That's what the Death card is here to say. You've done so much that now you've completely shifted your karma. And then we end off here with the Five of Swords, which sees you as the victor. And immediately when I pulled this card, I knew that this figure was you. But we know that the Five of Swords is a card of winners and losers, and we know that you are an air sign. So this sees you back in a place of fighting for your ideas, back into a place of challenging, what's happening around you. Whereas July, June, May, the Death card coming in to say you might not have been as assertive for what you wanted. You might not have been as assertive in your job or as assertive for your creative ideas. Now, swords always come up to show us the inner machinations of our brain, how we're thinking, how we are feeling. The Five of Swords does indicate that there are potential figures, there are potential people in your life who you're battling with. It also may be a Five of Swords just being your own internal landscape. Now that we've gone through the death, now that we have the success, how are we going to fight for what we want? How are we going to fight to keep it? And so the Five of Swords sees you both letting go of the things and people walking away in defeat that no longer serve your purpose because you have leveled up this month, but also kind of sees you, like this being what's going on in your head, Aquarius, for both I'm winning or I'm losing or I'm up and I'm down, but at least it shows you in action. So August does see you getting that big success. The Death card does not happen unless we get a nice fruitful beginning, so do know that that fruitful beginning is happening to you right now, but do know that anything fruitful and fertile, like soil or anything that we're growing, requires some attention, requires some watering, maybe cutting up some old rotten roots, all that stuff. So just know that the big grand finale that is happening for you in this month, or maybe at the tail end of July, it's going to require you to kind of come on stage and kind of play your part. So that's what's happening. And then the Five of Swords here to indicate a return to self, a return to challenging an idea. That's the Aquarian thing. A return to challenging how you thought, a return to challenging how other people feel about you, and you coming up on top and you coming out as the victor this month, Aquarius. So I hope that that reading was helpful for the Aquarians that happen to happen upon this video. Of course, it's just a super general reading, and I tried to speak as broadly and as archetypically as possible. So I do invite you to take advantage of my $5 readings. I will leave my email below. Hit me up, Gmail. We have a whole system, a whole thing going on, and we'll love to help you through your personal issue. But just even if you don't, what I want you to take away from this is that your hard work is going to be what sees you and what elevates you to your next level of life. And I'm not saying that you haven't been working hard. You have. You've initiated the death. You've initiated a change in fate. You've initiated a burn in karma, whether that had to do with whatever area of your life. I don't even want to get down into the nitty-gritty. Whatever it is for you. But of course, you can email me for a personal reading. You've done that work, and August sees you stepping out onto the stage, stepping out into the spotlight. Karma has been burned. 10, the burden of success, both the burdens you have to go through to get to success and the responsibility you have now to really nourish your success. But know, either way, that success is yours. You are the winner here in this month of August, Aquarius. So I hope that's been helpful, and I hope that you share, like, and subscribe to my channel. But either way, I love you, and I will see you back here in, wow, September, the last 4th of the year. I can't believe it. Okay, I will see you later, Aquarius. I hope this video finds you well, wherever you are. Bye.